the house we have, the cars we drive, does not determine how much successful we are. Once again, okay, all right, hold on. Once again, I made it a point of duty to understand that what we have as assets, what we have in our possession, the amount of money we have in our accounts does not determine how successful we are. But the impact we create in the world, the changes we make, is what truly defines how successful we are. All right, for those of you who want to make a stupid comment, you are welcome to make a stupid comment and we are going to block you. For me, stupidity is when you take 10 minutes or let's say 5 minutes. For me, stupidity is when you take time to create a fake account, take about 5 minutes, get to Facebook, register a fake account to make a single comment on a post that could be blocked in 1 second. It's just one block. That is how stupid our people are in 21st century. In 21st century, our people are so stupid that they will take their precious time to create a fake Facebook account just to comment or to mock at you. Isn't that stupid? I really think that is the highest level of stupidity. When you are fully aware that when you make this account, you can either be blocked or your comment can be deleted. So what's the point? If you are not bold enough to make any kind of comments with your real account, it means that you are very, very weak. The highest form of weakness is using a fake account to make a comment on somebody else's platform. Somebody that may not even know you, or somebody that don't even care if you exist. You will create a fake account just to make a comment that could be blocked. That is the highest form of weakness. If you are not bold enough to use your real account to make any kind of statement or opinion on how you feel about a certain person, then it's an attribute of being weak. So this year, I am challenging you not to be weak. It's 2020. Be bold like Dion Osagie. Be man enough like Dion Osagie to be able to speak how you feel, when you feel, how you feel, without giving a damn. Yeah. You have to not give a damn. You have freedom of speech, you have freedom of expression, you have freedom of association. You can do what you like in your own page. So if you go as an individual, if you're a man or woman, whatever sex you are, you make a fake Facebook account with a picture and call it, some people call them cassava toto, some whatever name you choose to give to yourself, just to make a comment on somebody else's page that is not related to you, not doing any kind of business with you, not affiliated with you, just to make man, come on, man. We are living in a world where stupid people are more than smart people. That is the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. The biggest problem we have in Nigeria is that we have more stupid people than people who can think. It's a fact. The biggest problem we have in Nigeria of today is that we have more stupid people. Stupid people are more. Not just Nigerians living in Nigeria. Nigerians in general. There are some Nigerians living in Europe that are still very, very stupid. Yeah? Because you travel to Europe doesn't mean you are smart. Because you live in America doesn't mean you are smart. Because you went to the best school, you went to Harvard, doesn't mean you are smart. Everybody can read a book and pass an exam. Everybody can cram this book and pass. Being smart is being able to analyze, to see what is right and what is wrong. A lot of persons can't do that. Just imagine, I saw on Facebook, on social media, there was a protest in Abuja, in Nigeria, over the killing of a non-Nigerian in Iran. Think about it. There was a protest in Nigeria by some group of people protesting against America, burning the American flag for a crime or an action, not a crime, all right, for something that did not happen in Nigeria, in Iran, something happened. Just today or yesterday, about 30 persons died in Nigeria, no single protest. I said just yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, about 30 persons have died in Nigeria by Boko Haram, no single protest. There is failure of electricity, no single protest. There is bad road, no protest. Man, it's sad, man. I don't want to talk too much because when you begin to analyze the problems in Nigeria, it will take us almost all day. It is even more sad that people who have traveled outside of Nigeria, people who traveled outside of Nigeria, living in Europe, living in all parts of the world, can even support a failed system of governance. How can you be living in a country, let's assume you are living in Belgium or in Germany or Italy, you see how the system of transportation works. Once it's 11 o'clock, if the bus is picking you up at 11, the bus is going to pick you up at 11. Even if you are the only person in the bus is going to move. You live in Europe, you see how the welfare system works, where they pay women, old women every month. You live in Europe, you see how the healthcare system works. When you are sick, you go to the hospital, they treat you. But I don't understand why some people living there who have seen life will still come back and support failed system of governance. It's a big shame to those of you who have traveled outside of Nigeria and still do not understand the common principle of governance. I am not anti-government. I am not anti-government. I am not fighting the government. And again, I cannot support what I know is not right. You do not expect me to publicly go out there to support a government who do not know that in 1 year alone, forget 4 years, in 1 year, you want me to support any form of government. I'm speaking in general. I am not attacking anybody. But if you see it as an attack, congratulations, good for you. You do not expect me to support a government who, after 4 years in office or almost 4 years in office, they did not know that there is no fire service in the state. A state of over 5 million people. You want me to come outside and start clapping? No, I cannot, because I'm smarter than that. I am way smarter than that. Do you know that in Montreal, Canada, go and Google it, guys. In Montreal, Canada, there are less than 2 million people living in Montreal, Canada. Google it. Google, don't lie. Go and check for yourself. In Montreal, Canada, there are less than 2 million people living in Montreal, Canada. And in Montreal, Canada, they have 67 fire trucks. 67 fire stations in Montreal, Canada, taking care of 2 million people with about 2,700 workers who are working there. Do your research. Please do your research. A lot of persons do not research no more. We don't want to learn. We are so sentimental instead of looking at the benefits of the general public. Because it's benefiting you doesn't mean that the other person is stupid. Because you are getting money from this government doesn't mean that the other person don't have common sense. I repeat again, in Montreal, Canada. Montreal, Canada. I'm not talking about other cities. Montreal is a city in Canada with only 2 million people. They have 67 fire trucks with 2,700 workers. Google it. Now compare that to a state of about 5 million people that do not even have one. You expect me to support? No, I can't. I want to see efforts. I want to see that the people are living at least above poverty. I mean, I want to see effort. To me, fixing roads is not an achievement. Fixing roads is not an achievement. Renovating old buildings is not an achievement. These are projects that has already been allocated, that has already been budgeted for. The money is there to do this project. That is it's not an achievement. Let's be realistic. Let's come to our senses to think like normal human being. Let's continue to think outside the box. It's very, very sad that we live in a generation where people do not like for you to voice your own opinion. When you voice your own opinion, people start coming out just attacking you because you have your own opinion on what to say. That's the world we live in. It is very, very sad that we live in a century that young people who are supposed to be a part of the nation building, young people who are supposed to demand accountability, young people who are supposed to say, no, my grandmother in the village, she have not eaten for 3 days. She's a senior citizen. Let the government be paying her 5,000 or 10,000 naira. Young people are supposed to say, no, we have money for security. There's too many crime. We can't go out. But the same young people are the ones that will fight you for trying to speak truth to power. But of course, people like us, we continue to speak how we feel because we are not benefiting anything. Until you are self-made, you will always be a puppet. You will always be a pet to those people who are oppressing you. Until you are self-made, until you are able to take care of yourself, you will always support those who are feeding you. It's just the way it is. Until you are self-made, you will always support those people who are feeding you. Because you don't have a voice, because it's your source of income. That's just the way it is. But that's the way our country, Nigeria, have turned many people into. It has turned people into very, very lazy people. All right? They cannot even protest. How can a House of Rep member, one House of Rep member in Nigeria can pay over 100 doctors? Is that realistic? House of Rep member making 25 million plus allowance. A doctor is making about 100,000. Look at the margin. Look at the difference. How can a House of Rep member in Nigeria earn more than the American president? How can a House of Rep member in Nigeria earn more than American president? These are reality talk. So my brothers and sisters, to all the Togba, they call it Togba movement people, please be at peace. Be at peace. I am not fighting you. I am only voicing my opinion, of which I have a right as a citizen of Edo State to always voice when I feel I don't appreciate these works. So if you are fighting yourself, it's your quarrel. There's nothing anybody can say about me that will even move my inch. And that's the truth. There's nothing anybody can say about Dion Osagie anymore that can even, I don't even think it, because we are so focused on the dream. We are so focused on the Godsent Foundation Togagba movement. A Godsent Foundation is a form of a government. A Godsent Foundation is a form of a government. Yes. A Godsent Foundation is a form of a government. I want to also use this medium to appeal with the state governor, Godwin Noregase Obaseki. I do not hate you, man. As an individual, I do not hate you. But I also know that you as a governor, you are working for me. Of course, a direct message to the governor. I do not hate the governor. I am not an APC member. I am not a PDP member. I am not in any political party. But as a governor, as a commissioner, as any civil servant in Edo State, your job is to work for the benefit of the people. So when the people are not happy, the people should be able to voice their opinion. So when you see people attacking people because this one said this, somebody will just come out online, oh, go on, boy, I was like, come on. After traveling around, after leaving Nigeria, you are still that primitive? I don't understand. After traveling around, after leaving Nigeria, you go to a different country, that country now sets you up, you are able to come to your country, you are able to buy a land, you build a small house, you are still thinking that primitive? For those of you who traveled out, how many of you can proudly say that you have friends who lived in Nigeria that succeeded? What's the percentage of your friends that lived in Nigeria and succeeded? You tell me. I really want to know. Hold on, please. Hello, Dion Osagie. I greet you, man. Yeah, come in. Yeah, come in 2 hours time. Yeah. Hello, Don. Hello. I greet you, boss. Yeah, who be that? All right. So you leave Nigeria. You leave Nigeria as a young person. Your family gathered money for you on a very, very good day, sold their only piece of land to move you to Europe, America, Asia, wherever you choose to be. You come back, and many of you can boast that what is the percentage of the friends you left behind that stayed in Nigeria that made it? What's the percentage? I personally have less than 10%. Do you know that in 4 years, a person who did not study in Nigeria, who does not even have a high school, which is a secondary school degree, a person who does not have a secondary school degree can travel to Europe in 5 years. In 5 years, they can come back and be more successful than a person who have been working as a doctor for 20 years. So after all this exposure, why would you come back to try to say that, this one is trying, this one is trying? Governance is to ensure that the people are living a better standard of life. The purpose of a government is to make sure that you, your family, me, and every one of us, we are living better than before. Nothing like government they try, because the funds are there. The funds are there to do the job. It's just for you to go, get the fund, implement the project, get it done. Some stupid guy, I don't know his name, who call himself, I read the comment on Facebook, one stupid man in Europe who call himself Itro, or I don't know, one ugly looking idiot. I've always been seeing his comment and his headline, but I've never had time to even address it, because of course, young boy like me, we're always doing big things, alright? Always making some comment. I read a comment by one DJ who said, Dion Osagie is trying and all that. I mean, which is true. The young man who called himself Itro or Fictro or Foctro, I don't know, those idiot puree boys in Italy. This young man said that Dion Osagie is not using his money to help the people. Of course, I'm not using my money, but I started with my own money. Do you know what it takes for adult people or Nigerian people to believe in a vision and start supporting you? You say Dion Osagie is not using. Of course, is the state government using their money? No. Is the state government using their money for the project? No. But people will not say the governor of Edo State is trying. But when they say Dion Osagie, you are trying, people will just go crazy. Like, no, he's not using his money. Dion Osagie is not trying, he's not using his money. Of course not. Even the Europe you are living in, there are charity organizations in Europe that is supporting many families. If as good as Europe, there are charity organizations who seek for sponsors, who seek for donations to help other people. So why is it that Dion Osagie has become a problem because he's passionate to help the people? Why is it a problem? Why is it a problem that Dion Osagie is living a better life because he chose the channel to help his people? Why are you angry? Why are you angry that Dion Osagie is getting a lot of support, a lot of accolades, a lot of love from around the world? If you want to get the same amount of love, you do what Dion Osagie does. It's that simple, man. So you need to stop instigating problems. You need to focus on the dream. You need to stop shouting online. It's not going to solve any problems, man. You coming online every day, oh yes, let's judge now the governor of this Oshomole, the Obaseki, this. Who gives a damn? I don't give a damn about Oshomole. I don't give a damn about Obaseki. I give a damn about the people. I repeat, with a straight face, I don't give a damn about Obaseki, and I don't give a damn about Oshomole. What I give a damn about is the people. If you don't give a damn about your people, I give a damn about my own people. My people need to benefit from the resources that is coming out from the states. Why would one or two persons just take our resources and share it among themselves? No. I am not against anyone. I am against the fact that the resources that is meant for the people is not going around. What will it cost us to have 5 or 6 fire ambulances in the state? What will it cost us? What action will you take if fire burn your mama house or your papa house? What action will you take? What action will you take if you are going on the only business your mother owns, and that money where your mama to start business, and you send the 500,000 or the 1 million naira, you send that will give your mama, make sure they start this business, and now fire come into the place. There was no kind of help to help stop the fire, no insurance to give her the money back, no government support so that she can start again. What action will you take? Will you be happy? Let's stop thinking negatively, man. Let's think about the people. Let's put the people at heart. Let's love ourselves. Let's get along. If you truly love your governor, and you love your state, what you should be doing is not coming online every day to say, talk back, hey, talk back, do like skeleton, talk back, ooh, I really think that Governor Osagie is an American such like me. I know the way Americans think. I know the way Americans reason. To be honest, those people shouting online, Governor Osagie probably even don't like them. If you look at the governor's attitude, the governor is generally a very, very quiet man. I really think that the governor did not even intend to become a governor. I think he's more business oriented, an economist than a politician. So I think being a governor was actually imposed on him. Being a governor was imposed on him. Do I support that the governor is being oppressed? Of course not. I cannot support anybody using because you brought me to power and you want to start oppressing me. No. If I was Governor Osagie, I would do worse than what he's doing now. You cannot oppress the governor. Let the governor be. But then again, the governor must be proactive to do the right thing for the people. He must position proactive young people who are thinking practically for the betterment of the people, not those young ones who go online, social media noise, because you're able to buy a data and have a smartphone, you go online, hey, yeah. If you really want to let the world see what the governor is doing, use the same time you are using to go online, go on the streets, show the world different projects that is being done by the governor. That is one way the governor, people can get to see like the governor is doing a good job. Every day we go online, all we hear is talk about. No, it's rubbish. It's a big rubbish, man. You know? Yes, I read a comment from Jude. Osagie is intelligent and quiet man. Yes. I personally love the governor, and that's the truth. I personally love Governor Osagie. It's the truth. But the governor cannot do everything. He's very, very smart. He cannot do everything. But look at the people working with him. Look at all the commissioners we have in Edo State. The only one that was even trying was Commissioner Ero until the news break out the other day, which I'm yet to confirm. That's why I've not spoken on that. The only 12 agendas this year. Some of the problems we have in Edo State, the major problem is the unemployment index. The unemployment index. There's a major difficulty in Edo State accessing employment. There's no job. It's either you work in a bank, or you are into entertainment, or you are a politician boy helping them carry bag or cursing at people online. That's the only 3 jobs, which is not good enough. Alright, so there's a major decline on that. Unavailability of training workshop, difficulty in accessing agricultural support, failing educational standard, sub-Saharan migration is a big problem. Sub-Saharan migration is a big problem. We have our brothers and sisters who are in Libya, who are in Morocco, who are stuck in the way. So many of them are locked up. They come to our office. I'm not just saying. If you watch our live videos enough, you will see so many women who come to our office. I never see my pikin. He passed land, go Morocco. What is the government doing to address that need? What is the government? Can the government build a bilateral relationship with these countries like Libya and Morocco, to see how we can remove our people who are currently locked up in those prisons. There are many of them. So we are going to do that. We are going to travel to Morocco, Libya, to see what we can do. Even if we cannot travel there, we can partner with organizations there who are into these things to see how we can help. All right? So we have courtesan and kidnapping. It is becoming too much. We need to do a kind of conference or summit to enlighten young people on how to love one another. If you kill your brother today, what do you gain? If you kill your brother, what do you gain? Nothing. All right, so we have undeveloped healthcare, which we are currently working on. There's a decline in sport and entertainment. So it's only 7 days since we started this year. This is our 2020 agenda. It's only 7 days we started this year. Today, few hours ago, we have already started improving in entertainment. We had a live on stage today by a woman named Blessing Iyae. Just 3 months ago, she came to our office that she see our work online. She would love for us also support her, that her dream is to do a live on stage. She wants people to know her. Just today, we hosted a live on stage for her by Godsent family. A big shout out to our members who were there. Cynthia from Ireland, Osazua from Spain was there, September 21 from Germany, and who else was there? Etin, which is our representative in Ireland, was there. That is entertainment. We have already checked, it's a check mark. Our 2020 agenda have already started. Entertainment was done today, it's a check mark. On the 17th, we are having another live on stage by our boy Amb Dion. It's a check mark. And the unemployment index, we hired 8 people yesterday. 8 persons were hired, qualified teachers who had their OND or is it HND, I don't know how to say it, OND or HND or whatever. But we have about 8 of them who will be working with us at a Godsent International School. We have already started solving unemployment. We have already started solving unemployment issue in Edo State. Education, a Godsent Foundation free school. Education have already started. So in 7 days, we have solved 3 agendas. Let any other organization or even the government come out to tell us in 7 days what changes they have made for us. I mean, let's be real. Let any organization in Nigeria, let's focus on Edo State. I don't want to say Nigeria because I don't really know much about what other people are doing in other states. Let any organization in Edo State or even the government or any ministry come out to tell us that from January 1st to today, this is what we have achieved. We have done entertainment to keep Edo great. We have started our free school. A Godsent International School is opened and we are currently still registering. We have employed 8 teachers, which is great for the unemployment in Edo State. I really think that this is the definition. Talk back. A Godsent Foundation. Talk back. Join me, say GSF. Talk back. Please, can somebody type that for me? Let's do that as a hashtag. Hashtag. Let's do that as a hashtag. Godsent Foundation Talk back. Please help me out there. Godsent Foundation Talk back. That's what we need to do. Because what we're doing is making a great change, even if they don't want to admit it. In 2020, we are not going to appeal. We have already put all the strategy in place. We are going to demand. It is your right to demand accountability. It is your right to demand so many things that fall into the law. So this year, we are going to be demanding, no more appealing. All right? Because at the end of the day, we are very much aware that in the area of our focus, especially with the young children, removing children from the streets, there's a lot of money that is budgeted to those children. From the federal government, from USAID. I have made contact with United States development programs. They said they give money to the state. They give money, X amount of money to those states every quarter or so. I made a contact with USAID, US organization. They give money to remove children from the streets. What's happened to that money? Some persons will just say, okay, this money don't come. They bring 100 million, you take 20, take 10. Leaving the children to suffer. No, it's not going to happen. We are going to enforce, we are going to work to implement the law. That's the way I feel about it. So that's it. And all those people making noise online, I just want to tell you, if you know say you get 25 head, all those noise you are making online, when you see me, say it to my face. Two things is going to happen to you. All right? I am going to act typically like Donald Trump. If you threat me, I'm going to strike you. Because I'm not going to take any threat for likely, man. If you threat me and I see you, you are a target. Because I have been so kind to so many persons that too many people have taken my weakness, my kindness for weakness. I am not a weak guy. So if you threat me, any form of threat, I will know that this person is out there to kill me. Or this person is out there to... So when I see you, I'm going to attack you first. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it's going to be. 2020 is a brutal year. We are not going to have no mercy on anyone. Okay? So please, I'm suggesting that everybody allow everyone to have their freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Do your thing in your own page. Be your own person. Let me be, man. I'm not disturbing anybody with my work. The people that are supporting our work are not complaining. The people that are supporting our work keep supporting us because they see what we do. They are not blind. They see what we do. Our work is the definition of accountability. A person comes to our office, they need a surgery with their breast, they have a breast cancer for over a year, they need about $350 for surgery, we raise $350 or $400,000 for them, we take them to the hospital, we fix the problem, they come back to say thank you. What else do you need? You are worried about Dion Osagie, poor man mentality, thinking that Dion Osagie hope is Godsent Foundation. No. Dion Osagie passion is Godsent Foundation. Matter of fact, if I don't do Godsent Foundation, I will live a better life. If I don't do Godsent Foundation, I would live a better life because I will have more time to focus on so many areas that I am good at. If I don't do Godsent Foundation, I will have more time to focus on so many areas that I'm good at. This year alone, last year alone to date, I traveled to over 50 cities in the world. From January last year till this time, I have traveled to over 50 cities in the world. I listed them out yesterday. You want to talk about Lagos, Abuja, Benin, to Torino, to Milan, to Bergamo, to Paris, to London, to Liverpool, to Leeds, to Manchester, to Austin, to Houston, to Toronto, to Montreal, to New York, Atlanta. We go around. Not that we just love to go around. I just go just to go and talk. No, don't get it twisted, guys. Don't think that Dion Osagie just move just because to move. No, every time I make a move, I have a project, I have a meeting, I have someone meeting someone that I know in the next 3, 4, 5 years, even 10 years, we are going to do something together. All my movement is a progressive movement. Now you look at the people who don't like us. Look at where they are since this year. They are in the same place, broadcasting from the same place, making the same form of noise, instead of investing that time in their own. All right, so going forward, we have started a Godsent Foundation School. I just want to get some ideas from you on how we can make the school better. All right, a Godsent Foundation International School. The reason why I started the school is because it's been a dream. It's been a dream. I didn't just wake up to start the school. Hold on, I'm going to play back my old video that I did 7 years ago. All right, hold on quickly. Okay, we have, okay, Lovina, good night my people. Good night, sweetie. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining us. God will bless you. May you never lack. Okay, my mom was a teacher. She was very passionate about teaching when I was growing up. So now that she's retired, I don't think there's anything wrong with me starting a school. I think it's a beautiful thing. Look at this, guys. I want to quickly show you guys this video. Look at the date. This video that says promo video, see it? 8 years ago. Godsent Foundation promo. 8 years ago. 8 good years, man. Look at how young I was. Look at how young I was. Okay, let me. Okay. I'll be ministering live. I'll be ministering live on the 19th of January. And I think you are going to enjoy the service. May you see the way Pastor Cado they do a thing. For those of you who don't already know, we also own a church. We own one of the biggest churches in Edo State. Don't forget, July, we're having our reunion in Spain, Barcelona. Godsent family, I love you guys so much. Please play me by Don Cliff. Godsent family, I love you guys so much. Continue to support the Godsent Foundation. The dream is to be able to find people who will support our Godsent Foundation International School. Have in mind, we still need a lot of things. We need desk. We still need a lot of things. We need desk. We need laptops. If you have anything used, use shoes, use shirts, bring it to these kids. They need it. We have a partner in Belgium, Dixon, who can ship these things for free. You understand? So we need a lot of support. Whatever you can do to support us. If you want to buy one desk, if you want to bring some books, if you want anything you can do, because I can truly not do it alone. You understand? The building we are using was projected for an hotel. The building you see there was projected for an hotel, but we have chosen to convert it for the future, because we are thinking of the future. We are thinking of the children. We are thinking of bettering our community, because I'm a content man. I don't believe say anybody for this world get money past me. If you get $5 billion, now your pocket, I dey fit it with the small 1 or 2 bedroom where I get, I dey fit pay bill. You understand? So that's the way it is. You were aware in 3 years ago when I gave my 4 flats to the homeless. Not today we start them. You were aware, 4 flats. I gave it to the homeless young people about 4 years ago, and of course, may not talk too much. Anyway, I don't tire to talk. Maybe sometime this week we will join on again, but don't forget, a Godsent Foundation, we have a free school. Registration is going on. People are coming every day. Whatever you can do to support us, and please don't forget to appreciate our sister Ede, who have supported us with free uniform. So you too can bring books, used, all those your children for Europe, their bags, so the school bag where they don't use remain. Pack and come give us. Their shoes where they don't wear. Pack and come give us. At least when you see our Godsent international children, they'll still be like all these Oyibo children. What would they see for abroad? You understand? So the concept why they develop now, what thing I don't see for Jan, where I don't say, man, we get school bus. We need about we get better school bus, so if we carry about 20 children. We just need about 250,000 naira to fix the bus. The bus there, our office there. Now, bus where I carry come from America about 5 years ago. When I get this dream, a Godsent Foundation will get bus. It's there. If you be to our office, you will sit at our office. But it gets one problem. We need money to fix them. So I can't do everything alone. I'm doing my best the way my power reach. Okay? So I love you guys. Let's continue to support Godsent Foundation, alright? Together we can make a difference. One love, okay? Alright, let's go. Zodua, I see you, man. One love. Let me look for me.
No, you can't wait, see it. So you keep us, are you talking la moto? What when you get going on now? Rodao. Mais il y a rien de filles. On pousse aussi si t'as on move for a jack. Et de ça, y a bien de la nature. No, you are pas pareil. No, you are pas pareil. Ça va vous donner mon discours d'arrivo. No, y a si assez bon dans bon. Et il n'a mia va au bien assez. I love
you. Together we'll make a difference. Believe it. Believe it. believe it. Together we'll make a difference. Support a Godsent Foundation. We'll make a difference for our generation, for our children. We'll make a difference. Together we can, man. We're gonna make a difference. Together we will believe it. We will make a difference. I believe it. I need you to believe it. We'll make a difference. 2020, we are keeping the dog great. We are keeping Nigeria great. Akugbe, Oeti. I love you all. I see you all over there. Joy in Abulele. I see you. Unchangeable. I see you. Osato Ame. Iva Vida. OZ Bobby. I love you all. For those of you who wish me well, I wish you what you wish me. And I believe it. With the depth of my heart, I believe that the day will come, our children will not suffer anymore. I believe that the day will come, we'll be able to go to a good hospital. I believe the day will come when there's fire in our state, ambulance, fire service will rush down. I believe it. You keep believing it. I love you, man. I love you. Really, I really do. Bye.